I was on the Charles Payne Show last week talking about the progressive collapse of the once great city of New York. And Charles brought up the parallels with Edward Gibbon's classic book on the fall of Rome. The outward parallels with Rome are a perfect fit for New York. What was once the greatest engine of prosperity in the world, of world-changing innovation and a global center of culture, has now become a crumbling parody. Gibbons wrote around the time of the American Revolution, and he wanted to know why Rome collapsed. Today, historians focus on Gibbons' symptoms, the consequences of that decline. The moral decay, the economic decline, the fall in public safety, the hollowed-out military that ultimately invited barbarian invasions. But we know those well. In fact, we're living through some of them. What's a lot more interesting is the why, because that's how you stop it. And the cause from Gibbons is threefold: economic mismanagement, political corruption, and endless foreign wars. On economics, the key policies in the twilight of Rome were inflation through debasement of the currency. Alas, paper money had not yet been printed, so instead they shaved the coins. Paired with confiscatory taxes that wiped out commerce and small industry while literally chasing farmers off the land. Many became casual laborers in the cities living on free bread. Welfare today. Finally, predatory regulation, multiplying rules bought by special interests that ran down the productive capital of society until, like dying embers, Rome's prosperity went dark. The government reacted not by pulling back or correcting course, but by accelerating. The bread and circuses multiplied to distract an angry populace. Civil unrest multiplied as classes fought over a shrinking pie, and above all, foreign wars were used to refocus the population on an external enemy, to drain the cities of military-age men, and to reach for the occasional glory as Rome vanquished yet another far-off people at Pyrrhic cost in blood and treasure. Taken together, the empire bankrupted itself, hollowed out its economy, then used the government and war to squander what was left. The fall of Rome holds a sobering lesson for us today because the patterns are so obvious and because every fall of empire follows the same pattern. The Gupta of 6th century India, the Song dynasty in China, the Spanish Empire. So what is next? First, a welcome to our new sponsor. This video is brought to you by Unchained. Unchained is working on ways to keep your Bitcoin secure and minimize the taxes you owe on it through retirement vehicles and loans. So what is next? I believe there is still time. Millions are waking up to what's happening and resolving to reverse it. We are still losing ground, yes, but I believe we are turning the tide in popular opinion. It's important to remember we have done this many times. The Renaissance, the Victorian era, the Meiji Restoration have all reversed, led by men and women of resolve. And the sooner we reverse it, the fewer will suffer. Read the rest of the article with charts and more at profsaintange.com. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.